Alrighty, here we are. This is If You Chose Steven Universe. This will be the reading for you. This will be the just major energy theme for the 16th to the 22nd. So we'll go ahead and dive right in. We have Don't Let the Past Hold You Back. It looks like past has been just a recurring theme for all of the readings so far this week. So don't let the past hold you back. We have South Node, and then we have the end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. So this is obviously, it's just, don't slip back into old cycles. Don't fall into what you feel is comfortable or what you're familiar with, or I've been through this before, or this is the evil I'm used to. I don't want to meet a new one, or this is just the best I'm used to. It won't get better. This is as good as it's. Don't let the past hold you back. Don't let the mindset of what you know hold you back from what you don't know, because the end of a tough cycle is approaching. So just because you know it and you've been through this hurt before, this pain before, this is so that way you can understand that this is rough, so that way it can bring you to something, which is why it may have been a whole lot rougher than usual. I'm hearing this is I don't know why it's been a lot harder. It's like one shoe after another though. This time it's like, damn. I'm hearing everything that could go wrong all went wrong at one time. My Mary, just letting it all, just like so much pressure is just on you. You just feel it on yourself. So it's the end of this tough cycle. It's approaching. So don't be like, damn, you know what? Fuck it. Whew. Because this full moon is happening. It's this climax. It's this end. It's this conclusion. But don't slip back into that old pattern, this old thought, this old routine, this old relationship. I'm hearing, oh, that's a we're doing that for y'all too. Don't you worry. What it says, whatever you're going through, whatever you're asking about, this is a chance that age-old programming and conditioning and stopping you from achieving all that you might. Right? Do you feel stuck? Do you feel like you can't go anywhere? Do you have an unhealthy attachment to what you do? It's this, again, this mindset of realizing what you need to understand is the past is holding me back, but I'm also holding on to the past so that it can hold me back, so that I can make an excuse, or this always happens, or you know what, fine, it's whatever, but it's not, or this is always as good as I ain't never. You are putting a limit to yourself. So the emotional affirmation for you is, I release the past. Plain and simple, I release the past. We no reflecting, no going back more than once. No, just I release the past. Because the more you're holding on to that, the more you are feeling like this is a rougher cycle than it has been as well. It's because part of you, I'm hearing, you don't want it to end. It's putting you in a position where for some of you, you're seen and you feel actually hurt because you're going through something worse than what you have been. Or I'm hearing you feel a lot more resources or sources around you, and it's being abused. Are you abusing your resources? Are you feeling like this is as good as this? Why you're saying this is as good as this get? Because you feel like it is a tough cycle, right? And we're also approaching Father's Day. Capricorn is led by the father masculine energy. Do you feel like maybe it's the sense of that as well? Maybe daddy issues, I'm hearing. But don't, whatever it is that's clutching onto you, release that in a sense, because this cycle needs to end. The additional meanings is a relationship is karmic. What? And has played out across many lifetimes. Your attraction to someone may be verging on the obsessive. Capricorn is also ruled by the Devil card in the regular tarot deck. And the Devil card is about obsession, the upholding of the mind, clutching on to something. Again, you need to release. Release the past. You got to release. It says, just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. Again, do not slip back into old habits. We're not even here yet, but do not slip back into old habits just because you feel like it's a tough cycle. Because the end of this tough cycle is approaching. Doesn't mean you have to go back inside of it. It's ending. Let it in. Let it go. Let it in. Now let it go. Let it in. Let it go. Okay, let's get to that full moon in Capricorn. I'm also dancing a lot more. I'm also a little bit more focused on your reading, like I'm channeling in on something. It's like, yes, this is what it is. So this means if you're putting that energy maybe into the wrong process or thought of a thing and or someone, right? So this is how hard are you willing to work for what you want? Are you willing to end this tough cycle? Are you willing to let it go? Are you willing to release it, right? It says if you're wondering if you should stay in your job or leave, this card can be a strong sign to make an exit, right? So this is your job. Again, it's as good as it gets. This related, whatever it is. But in this job market, I'm going to tell you to be very mindful. Because this job market is no trick. It's no game. Okay? So be very cautiously of that, right? It says, but still, without a shadow of a doubt, recognize what you need to do for yourself and trust in that capability for that, which is again why we probably got don't abuse resources, especially if you are looking to follow your dreams. Do not abuse it before you even put yourself out there to actually truly follow your dreams. Okay, your actual reality. It says with a love question, this card can be a call to face reality. Okay, whatever situation you're asking about, making a plan will help. If your personal life is trouble, prioritize it more. Again, it says it's version on obsessive. Relationships are not what you swear. It's right now, it's your career and it's your passion and your goal right now for that. And it's crazy, which is hilarious to get the Capricorn, but in that, and people always think Capricorn's like career obsessed, but right now you're not. You're not focused on what you really should. You're focused on what you feel like it should look like, and that is also a Capricorn aspect as well. It's what things should look like versus what it actually is and what it should feel like, right? So don't pull too much into that false quality figure. The emotional affirmation of that is release, control, and trust the universe, which is also why you want to release the past, because that also makes you feel like you have a sense of control, because you can always control the narrative of the past because it has already been lived and dealt with, but you cannot always control the narrative of the future because it is unknown. Okay, so release the past and trust the universe, because you don't know what's going to happen, but you need to let go either way. Okay. Additional meanings is a professional project may be ending now, okay, which is why you're probably feeling like you don't know what you want to do in your career in that aspect. Admit if you've been overly hard-headed or hard-nosed, right, in that sense of being that overly obsessive, not listening, just stubborn, just I'm going to do what I do when I do what you're not actually doing what you need to do when you need to do it, which is hilarious because I literally had to write, do it right when you feel like it now. Do it right when you feel like it now. So find a balance between your personal and private lives, okay? Because you trying to possibly mix the two is also what's getting you, which is also why you probably weren't being obsessive, is because this possibly was mixed with whatever project you were doing with the person that you are also obsessed with. It's time to stop fearing the worst, okay? Let's go ahead and get a deeper understanding of what this means for you for the week of the 16th to the 22nd, especially since the full moon is happening, both of them, full and new moon, or is it two full moons? I think it's two full moons that are happening. I am correct. Thank you, Spirit. Two full moons that are happening both on the 21st, I believe, one in June and one in July, and they both are in Capricorn, which is hilarious because they're in the objective season of their sister sign, Cancer, i.e. me. So, again, it can feel like you are going through, again, that karmic relationship, that karmic past that is coming around again, especially since Cancer rules nostalgia and that crossing over with the mom and dad. It could be parental karmic relationships that you're going through as well, and you need to release the past and have to truly go where you need to go. And you feel like you're stuck, and you feel like you're limited, like you were in there, and you feel like you're stuck and limited in your career as well. Okay, let's see exactly. Let's go deeper in a further message for our Steven Universe. Okay, and if you know anything about Steven Universe, it's him feeling like he was his mom, feeling like, what is my destiny? Oh my, I can't make this shit up if I wanted to. Okay. Karmic path. Again, it is a karmic cycle that needs to just live through with an understanding of awareness. It is coming through If you know anything about Steven Universe, he is always, what's my destiny? Am I Nora? Am I my mom? Am I not my mom? Am I me? It's this questioning. Am I Pete Diamond? It's this, who am I? What's going on? It's this always holding on to the past, but the past he was holding on to wasn't even his choice or sense of reality. It wasn't even him. It wasn't even what he was living. So he had to recognize that this cycle that he was approaching, if you watch the season, it's him coming into a sense of self, right? Him realizing that I need to, Juna, release who I thought I was, and move forward, because that karmic path was his destiny. It was Pink Diamond, but he had to do it his own way. He could have went the mom route, just was like, yep, this is how we're going to do it. We're going to, but it was, he had to decide to, this is going to be tough. But at the end, he wound up breaking that cycle, coming forward and be like, this is it. You later down the line, all the diamonds were freeing people and whatnot. You get the point. But it was a karmic path that was tough that he was facing, that he was on. And he had to realize that. He had to take that on. So don't let the past hold you back from changing a cycle that you feel like is tough, that you feel like you've been in, and go back to a cycle that you feel like is comfortable, just to be in the same spot again. And it gets tougher and tougher each time because it's weighing on your mind mentally. Like, why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me? And each time it slapped me in the face. Like, don't let the past hold you back, because it's not going to work out. It's not going to do this. This is not going to happen. Choose a different way at the end of the time. Okay? Anything else? Because it's whatever you feel like. Whatever you're saying that right now I'm hearing, I've been through this before. I'm so tired. I'm going through this. I'm so over it. I'm done. I need relief. Water. You need a cleanse as well. You need a cleanse. South Node is literally ruled by the past lives, past situations, everything. So for this recurrent path, and for this to also, again, that water energy, which is their counterpart, their opposite, the yin to the yang, if you will, it's that sense of taking that understanding in, that maybe you need to get near water, cleanse yourself, right? Take that extra time, soothe your mind, relax yourself, get back into that sensual energy, that sacral energy as well. Speak up, be truthful, allow yourself that sense of clarity of what the full moon is going to bring. Because the full moon, no matter what sign it is still going to bring that conclusion, that resolution, those answers, and that understanding. So once you get that understanding, don't be beat up by the cycle. Be like, okay, this is the cycle. I recognize it. Fuck it. I got the lesson I need. I'm out. Cleanse yourself of it. Release yourself of it. Okay? And the final card we got for you is magic. Time to work some magic. Time to recognize who you are. Okay? Time to do some healing. Time to work on yourself. Like I said, do a water bath. Do a water shower if you can't take a bath. Do what you need to do. Cleanse yourself. Maybe clean out your home, aerate it. Go to a water park. Go to a lake. Go to a beach. Do something water-based. I'm hearing dance as well, which is also associated with the water sign. Self-pleasure as well, I'm hearing as well, in any sort of way that may be. It's about self-expression and expressing yourself. And that will also help you with this current path. Because I'm hearing it's a lot of possible daddy issues, to say, in a sense, parental issues, and Father's Day is tomorrow, and this is for the 16th to the 22nd, so don't feel like that. Just continuously work your magic, and your magic is you being you, right? And not letting things that are no longer you, your habits, your mindset, how you think or thought, what you have done, what you've learned from, it's taking that on, okay? And like, this is even struggling to go in. It's like you feel like you're struggling with love at this moment as well. What do we have for Steven Universe? I'm calling, you know, I said it in the first one. I didn't say in the second one. I'll say this. It allows me to just kind of add a little bit more connection since I don't know everybody's names. But what do we have for Steven Universe in regards to love for the 16th to the 22nd? For the 16th to the 22nd. It's like, yeah, it's like this. You want to come out. Like, each card it's like it wants to come out, but it's like, I don't know. We have trust, and we also have options. Okay, So yes, once you trust that, okay, this is what it is, and you start stepping into your power and your magic, and you trust, like, okay, I can recognize that I don't need to let this hold me back, that this is just a pinpoint on, as you can see, like, this is just a pinpoint on the where I'm going, on what's going to actually happen, and I can just float on the water. Look at the person floating in the water, trusting that they'll be fine, they'll be all right, that everything's good, okay to go. And it's a realization that this may be a karmic path that may seem like it's out of this world, but in a sense, once it comes to the end, it's the end. No matter what people may think, say, or feel, it's the end. It's the end all be all. So once I work my magic and I clarify what the fuck I'm saying is what I'm hearing, clarify what I need to say, how I'm going to say it, options will come in. Trust that options will come in, that this will end because options need to come in. They couldn't come in because you were still doing shit. And it's like, all right, they're busy, we'll come back later. It's like they left a sign on your door, right? They couldn't come in at that moment in time. Anything else? No, that's it. Trust that you got options. Trust that you got a way. Trust that you got an understanding of that. Okay? We have in the shadows for you. What's going on in the shadows? What's making them feel like, what's making them feel like they can't let go? What's in that shadows for them? It's making them feel like they're holding themselves back. What is in regards to this karmic relationship? What's in the shadows of this karmic relationship? What's in the shadows, spirit, for this karmic relationship for the 16th to the 22nd? Ooh. We are not right for each other. I figured somebody out there said no shit. I've been struggling, yes, and that could be exactly why you feel like the cycle is struggling. Because it's like I said, it's like you're in the cycle, and it's like you're trying to stick with something that you're okay with, that it's like, I'm used to it. That's what it's like. I'm used to it, and it's like, but you're not. Your body is no longer used to it. Your body is fighting you at this moment in time. Your mind is fighting you at this moment in time. And I know we have a soul connection. Sorry, that goes over here. Thanks, Spirit. Because it is a karmic path. People confuse soul connection with a continued place or presence in someone's life. And that is not how it works. That is not how it works out at all, especially when you understand that this is just, don't let the past hold you back, because of this is a karmic relationship on the karmic path, not karmic journey in a story, karmic path, right? It's going on to that line. You know you have a soul connection. Recognize that you are not right for each other, because right now you have been struggling. You feel like this is the only option, this is the only way, it's the struggle, is to go through, and then at the end it'll be all right. It'll be all right. People go through this. People always fight with their jobs. People always, go through these roadmaps just continuously for bouts with the relationship. People always fight with their parents and are never heard or seen or listened. It's this thing of like, no, are they? Are you? Right? It's this realization that if you watch the final Steven Universe Future, he kept trying to live his life in a means of, yeah, I'm fine, it's good, I'm okay. But when he was alone, when he was in the shadows by himself, he was like, oh, I'm sick and tired of this, I'm tired of... That's why the water is also coming out. Water is vocal. It's that blue, it's that truth, it's that cleansing it out. There is nothing to hide because it's all cleaned. And then the shadows, you recognize that I don't trust this. And you're like, you don't trust this. I don't trust it. You don't trust him. You don't trust the situation. Feel like something's going on, and it's because you don't really know them. Because of this, it's just a karmic. You don't really know them. It's just a past karmic relationship from a past life, a past situation, and you're repeating it just so that way you can end the cycle. Spirit is saying, just take this lesson so that way you can have your blessings to be done. Right? Work your magic. I hope that you're happy. You know, which this doesn't have to be ill will, but this because there's no ill will between people doesn't mean that you won't struggle. Doesn't mean that there won't be strife. Doesn't mean it, because you no longer are soulfully beneficial in the best ways. And you need to release that and let that go. You are not contractually obligated to be around. And even if you were, you can always get out of a contract. Okay? So if you're recognizing that you've been struggling, it's just not working. And you just feel like, okay, we're just on different paths. Like I said, when you go separate, it doesn't have to mean that this person is bad. Does not mean that this person is bad at all. Okay? We're going to go ahead and get out some affirmations for you guys. The 16th to the 22nd. Yeah, I'm hearing you just have options. If this is the only option you want to choose for a cycle, if this is the only option you want to choose is a cycle, thank you, Spirit. Because you don't trust that you can release your past and have magic and purity in your life, and you will be struggling for a while. But people that you don't know, because you don't trust them, and it's only because of a familiar feeling. Don't live your life based off of a familiar feeling. It's trash. Don't do it. What is the affirmation for Steven Universe? Like another card came out. Anything else for affirmation for Steven Universe? There we go. We have healthy. Physical health looks different for everyone. Therefore, I will listen to my body and do what is best for me. What works for me may not work for others, and that is okay. Now you can see it's heart healthy, it's conscious, it's taking that in. And again, that is also purification, right? With the water card. It's taking that time in. Maybe you do need to drink more water. Maybe you do need to eat more vegetables. Maybe you do need to move your body a little bit more. It will allow you to see that there's a lot more out there in life. The expansion of it all. Like it said, options. Work your magic to realize that you can help somebody is happy with the realization that they are not right for you. Especially since you've been struggling, your body's been taking a toll. You don't trust the person. You don't trust the person. You mentally can't be around them because you don't know them enough to want to trust them to share intimate information. So now you feel like, what the hell? I thought we had a soul connection, and you do, but it's because it's the past that it's on you back to realize the lesson that you need to get from this soul connection. And that's the only reason that they're around. So don't let it turn you into something that is quite unhealthy and or stagnant, okay? So take that healthiness and prepare it into something, okay? And then, ooh, thank you, Spirit. For your second card, we have my success. I define my own success in life. Some people want money, others want happiness. My definition of success is what I intentionally choose. I will roll up my sleeves and ponder what success means to me, then work hard and reach those goals, right? And that comes in with trusting yourself. Trusting that you have the magic, you have the healing energy, the spirit, the resources to not abuse them, but to use them to relay options that you actually feel like you can truly and wholeheartedly rely on. And that will lead to success that is, like I said in the beginning, out of this world. You may feel like this issue is out of this world, but no, it is just your success, your power, your magic. So just if you need to go by the riverside, go by the riverside, go by the riverside, okay? Just go by the riverside. Cleanse yourself in the water. It's a little remix, so I don't get in trouble. But cleanse yourself. Allow yourself that, because that is a realization that, again, you are obsessively focused on something and or someone, and it's giving the devil card. And the full moon coming up is going to give you that realization that maybe this ain't it. Okay, so that has been your reading, Steven Universe. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time.